I wanted to have you on a podcast. And Apple asked us not to do it, to have you. They literally said, please don't talk to her. Having nothing to do with what you do for a living. I think they just... I didn't think they cared for you, is what happened. They wouldn't let us do even that dumb thing we just did in the first act on AI. Like, what is that sensitivity? Why are they so afraid to even have these conversations out in the public sphere?
I think it just shows one of the dangers of what happens when you concentrate so much power and so much decision-making in a small number of companies. I mean, going back all the way to the founding, there was a recognition that in the same way that you need the Constitution to create checks and balances in our political sphere,
right,
you also needed the antitrust and anti-monopoly laws to safeguard against concentration of economic power, because you don't want an autocrat of trade in the same way that you don't want a monarch.
But then it took them, I mean, it wasn't until the Sherman Act in, what, 1890 something? I mean, when did they first decide? Was it the beginning of industrialization when they finally decided, like, oh, we should probably put a halt to this?
That's right. You'd initially had some state-level laws, but the first federal antitrust law was the 1890 Sherman Act, and it was absolutely a response to the Industrial Revolution,
right,
and a lot of the power that had concentrated.
Can we just hold on for 1 second? Can you take the camera real quick? I want to take a single real quick, if I can. I don't know which one. Let me take this one. I nailed that Sherman thing, didn't I?